written as it was happening. It was one of the few recovery memoirs that I was in rehab, like taking notes on it. I'm a Dante fan, and Dante teaches you go to hell, you take notes.
I love
And
that.
what happened to me was I always liked to drink from as a junior counselor, 16 years old at Camp Wise. I was a bowl cut, haircut, chubby guy, kid from Ohio, intellectual, didn't fit in anywhere, and I was anxious. And drinking just made everything okay. It was what I wanted to do, and it's funny. I knew I was an alcoholic. Just at one point, it just seizes in. There's a great poem from Rilke where you grab for it, and it grabs you back and won't let go, which is exactly what this is. And so I knew I was an alcoholic. I was drinking, half a fifth a day. And in 2005 was sort of the year this all came to a head. I went to New Orleans with my family, and we stick the family in Hotel Monteleone, and I go for a walk, which is across the street to the closest bar, which happened to be one of those like girls in neon, clip joint bars. And so I order my Jack Daniels on the rocks, and I'm drinking, and a woman in a teddy comes over and starts to introduce herself, and I remember going, "Save your breath, honey. I'm an alcoholic. I'm just here for the booze." So I knew I was, because I'm smart and I was drinking, but there was no choice. It wasn't like I was going to stop. That was crazy, because the addiction has you so strongly that the idea of giving it up, it's just insane. And what happened was that I had an argument with my wife. She felt threatened. She grabbed the phone to call the police. I knocked the phone away. The police came and took me to jail. And the judge said, well, you can go through rehab in Cook County Jail, or you can go out and go to the Chapman Center at Highland Park Hospital. And I said, I'll go to the Chapman Center, thank you. And I hated it. I was really, filled with ego. And but I think almost being a journalist saved me, because I thought, I'm here. I've got experience. I mean, a lot of people were like, I'm not going to get anything from this. I'm a court's ordering me this, and I'm not going to do anything. And when I started Drunkard, the working title was Booze Triumphant. And I assumed it was going to be the first recovery memoir where I went back to drinking at the end. That was going to end with me with a glass of Jack Daniels, flipping off the reader. Yeah. And that's how it was going to end. And only halfway through the book, if you read it, my wife goes to California for a week, and I figured, great, week of drinking. And then 5 days into it, I figured, okay, now here's where I stop, because she's coming back, and I couldn't stop. And that to me was sort of my moment of terror, where it's supposed to stop, can't stop. And I realized that this was a real problem. This wasn't something my wife was doing to me. This was something that that I couldn't just have. I mean, you have one drink. It's not like you can't not, but then you have it rises up in your mind. And it's all you can think about. I remember opening my eyes in the morning thinking, I must be some sort of alcoholic if I can't, if my eyes slide open, I'm thinking about drinking. And that's the part I hate. And I think one thing about my books is, people reading Drunkard have said it made them want to drink. And I love alcohol. It's a wonderful thing. Okay. But what I hate, the reason I don't drink was, I don't want to think about it all the time. I don't want it to be the story of my life. If I have two boys, 19 and 21, if one said to me, Dad, drinking's the most important thing in the world, and it's really the only thing I find significant, I wouldn't go. I'm proud of you, son, because I'm the same way.